differentiate? How do you differentiate? Oh yes, there is this yellow button here in front that says AD. These are ads. It means that these URLs, these websites, 1, 2, 3, even this one is 4. These ones, they have paid for one or more of these keywords using Google AdWords. So anybody who searches using any of those keywords, for instance, I'm into digital marketing. So type in digital marketing in Nigeria or PR in Nigeria, and if I come up, I'm coming up organically. But if I pay for an ad, it means that I'm paying for anybody who is looking for maybe a digital marketer in Oba. If I pay for those keywords, digital marketing in Oba, and somebody types one of those keywords when they're looking for a digital marketer or whatever, and my page comes up, that's a Google ad. So that's paid search results versus organic. Organic search results as a result of the various keywords that I put on your website. So you have a website that you're talking about. For instance, when I was doing research for this presentation, I googled travel. I think I googled travel in Nigeria or travel Nigeria, and 2 blogs came up. Aside from the travel international website, 2 blogs came up for a. I can't remember the person's name. I think I'm Adewale or something. Oh, it was you also. So that person's blog came up, and there was another one. I can't remember who the other person is. But I realized that they were not ads, they were organic. It means that these people have taken time out when they are writing articles on their travel sites, on their travel blog. They write, they actually put the words travel in Nigeria or travel international, in their articles, and then they tag, because if you go back end on the WordPress is the platform for people who create websites or create, but if you go back end on WordPress, there's something called the tags portion. So in the tags system, and I always recommend, it's recommended that you put at least minimum of 15 tags. So 15 tags could be travel business in Nigeria, where to buy travel in Nigeria. Those are keywords and those are tags. Where to buy travel in Nigeria. Travel in Oba. Those keywords. How to get rid of arthritis, or heartburn. Things that people are constantly searching for that your product can solve. If you put them as tags, which are also keywords, then anybody who is typing those in Google search are more likely to find you because you have made yourself available through those keywords. So now email marketing. Okay, before I go here. So search engine optimization is what we're talking about. So there are 2 types of SEO. There's the on-page and then there's the off-page. Now, on-page SEO has to do with the type of content that you put up. So when you put up a picture on your blog, do you tag that picture? So when they say tag the picture, they mean, do you put your website URL on that image, and do you describe what that image is? Because that also improves your SEO. Then the HTML is hypertext markup language. That's the language in which your website, the backend is written. Of which now the templates that come with websites have made it better. Back in the day, your programmer had to be the correct one to get it right. Right now it's very easy. These are on-page SEO. I'm talking more about the off-page SEO. So off-page SEO includes link building, and how do you build links? So for instance, you've written an article. I don't know that the article is there, so I will not find it. Except maybe somebody shares it on, on say my Facebook or on my Twitter, and it's interesting, I click on it, then I'm able to find you. So link building is the amount of links, the number of links, that's URLs, that come from external places onto your website or onto your blog. And why is this important? It's important because the web crawlers, that's what we call the robots or the bots that move around the web and are picking up. So when you search, when you are searching, there are actually things that are quite on the internet. I'm looking for relevant information to suit your search. So imagine if you searched for something and then you got irrelevant information. they know that the web crawlers aren't doing their work, right? But the major reason why you're searching and getting relevant results is because those people have tagged it properly. Many people have bookmarked this page on their devices, their phones, their laptops. It means there is relevant information on this page. So actually, we're building the SEO of those pages, because if somebody else comes and types, something they're looking for and it's on that site, the web crawlers are more likely to make it come up. So that's how you also should think about your own business. Okay, what can I type? What are the keywords I can put on my website? And at the same time, how can I share it to? And I always say start with family and friends. There's a say family and friends will support your business. But really, have you even pushed your business to them in the first place? Do they know what you do? So if you have a blog, share the link, the direct link to that article that you have written. The more times you get shared, the more times people click on that link, the web crawlers see that this is important, and as a result, they then pop up to other people who are looking for that. And I talked about social media, I talked about Facebook. I'm sharing your links on Facebook. Now, email marketing. What's the easiest way to get emails in Lagos? Easiest way to get those emails. Sir? You buy them. Somebody said something else. What did you say? Somebody said buy. Who else? CVs. Okay. Smart. Okay. So in another class where I was, somebody said putting up something free on Facebook and you're telling people to drop their email addresses. I said, so that works? Yes, it works. We get thousands of emails from there. But it's not just about the number of emails, it's about the quality of the emails. And for me, it's the same thing when it comes to the number of followers that the person has. So a person can have 5 million followers, but when the person posts, the person gets 500 likes, 50 likes, like 100. How much are the followers that you have? So it's important to build quality followers. So when you're building email lists, you can build a list of former customers, of friends and family, etc. So you build that. Now, with email marketing, it follows the AIDA model. And what's that? You do an awareness campaign. That's usually the easiest campaign to do because we target, everybody. Even with social media, do awareness campaigns, target everybody. Then from that, you get to understand who your real target audience is. So with this awareness, attract the attention of customer. So you send email to a very large number of people. Maybe you have 300 emails. 300 emails. So you send the emails to 300 people. Then with email marketing websites like MailChimp, MailRelay, Akoba Mail, all of these ones, I use MailChimp mostly. Actually, primarily, I use MailChimp. So with this platform, you send emails to 300 people. From there, you get to see people who actually open the email. How many of us get spams on a daily basis in our emails?
Everybody.
Yes. So you see, you were targeted. But how many of us open it? I opened some. And the reason I opened some is because of the headline. Sometimes it's catchy. Once in a while, it's catchy. And then I open it. Good. So, interest. So that headline, I didn't put it here. The headline, I have a tool that I use to make catchy headlines. Or to make catchy headlines, depending on what I'm writing about. And it's called Headline Analyzer. What was that? I wasn't on the website. Sorry. Just headline analyzers, Google headline analyzers. There's one that I can't remember the name. I can see the website right now in my head, but I can't remember the name. Headline analyzer. And what it does is you type in the headline. So the headline could even be for your emails, it could be for a blog post, it could even be for a social media post. Just the headline. And it analyzes it. It tells you the power words that you have. It tells you whether it's too long, exactly, whether it's too long, whether it should be shorter, most about, I hope I remember the name. What I like most about that tool is the fact that even if you have say, less than 70%, it gives you links on how to improve. So you can read an article, one or two articles on how to create more power words or more emotional words, etc. Yeah. So with that, at least one part like you to click on your post or click on your email. So that's interesting. Then there's a desire. Convince customer that they want and desire the product or service and that you satisfy them. So your headline cannot be travel or travel in Nigeria. Calm down. So if you're sending the email, it should be something about wellness or about living long or about having a healthy life or the population in Nigeria. Something but not about the product itself. But people don't know they have come and just spam, delete, thank you. So there's that. So from the headline, that's the awareness. So you spark the person's interest. Then now the body, you need to convince them in your post that what you have for them is important. And then, but remember, it's not everybody that you advertise to that will buy from. So you need to be ready for what you lose. Very, very, see, that's just the reality of life. So you need to find your own true people, your own gold drum. You need to find them. So, the metrics for email marketing. So you get to see with all this, with the things that I mentioned, these ones that I mentioned, the tools that I mentioned, you get to see the delivery rates, how we deliver to people, what time they receive the email, what hours of the day that they open the email. For me, my business, what we send emails to clients, not to potential clients, because I've trained over 5,000 people in Nigeria, and I send them emails regularly, well, not so regular anymore, but I used to send them emails, say, 3 times in a month before. Now, I don't even think I don't know when last I sent one, but when I used to send a whole lot, or when I used to send emails, I got to see the times that they open it. They open the email. Okay, I will send my email at 3:55 a.m. So that when you wake up at 4 a.m., my own will be on top. So these are things that you can do. So delivery rate, open rates, click-through rates. How many people clicked on that email or clicked on that post? And then the conversion rate, how many people actually called, shared. So conversion rate is different on different platforms. Conversion rate for some people on, say, social media is the number of shares, the number of retweets, the number of likes. Who performed that action that you wanted them to perform? Good. So digital strategy. This is the part where I want you to please write. I think I've spent 1 hour, so I'll try to wrap this up in 5 or 10 minutes. Strategy. Strategy is a plan or action designed to achieve a long-term or overall aim or goal. And the word strategy came from the military. That's where the word strategy came from. Whatever you're doing, ensure that you're passing the same message across all your platforms. And we'll see how to do that with the strategy. So, here's your strategy. You need to think about the device through which most people are checking your post out or whatever. So, I remember I said mobile first. Always think mobile first. So, if you're looking at mobile, okay, what's the customer's profile? What's the person's gender? You need to decide for yourself who your target audience is. The gender, the age, the person's income. Also important. So, when you advertise to a millionaire is different from where you advertise to a millionaire or to 1,000. If there's anything like that. Yes. That's why if you advertise to a millionaire, it has to be like a large, all the scenario. And that is if you advertise to other people. So at your adverts or your posts or what you type, you're typing to elderly people. You don't say, yo. So you have to think about who your target audience is. Now the location of your target audience. So if we are based in Nigeria, so we're in Nigeria, you might decide to let me do this for you. So you see, with digital marketing and social media marketing, it's easy to target people outside of your location. So even if you are based in Lagos, you might think that Lagos is just overpopulated and maybe the market is saturated. Why would I get to say, I can target over Igbo or Ibadan or Mina Jos or something. And online adverts help you to do that, to make sure that your ads are seen by only those people. So you can put states that you want your adverts to show and target people. And here's what I mean. Oh, let me give you an easy example, a real life example. So I was in a room, I was in Google, and we had a meeting with entrepreneurs, small business owners. When I say small, I mean really small, but not really small, but proper business people who sell Abba made shoes from Abba. We invited them. Then there was this caterer woman too. She came in, and we asked them, "What's your Google experience?" And they couldn't tell us. The Abba man says, "I don't use Google. I just make my shoe and I bring it to Lagos Island myself." Okay, no problem. We asked every other person. They said they didn't know what their Google experience was. But out of all of them, the caterer woman, the caterer, she said that she got a client from the UK. The person, she makes soups. She got a client from the UK, and the person ordered for her soup. So the person called her and ordered. So after she had delivered to the UK, blah blah blah, she almost said no. That we not ask, do you deliver to the UK? She almost said no. Something said she should think about it. She said, "I'll call you back." She said, "How would I deliver soup?" Okay. She makes a bono, a foreign roll, all those things. And so she thought about it, how would I deliver to the UK? She figured it out, and then when the whole process was done, normally she froze the food, soup, took it to the airport. The woman got the soup. So when she got the soup and brought it out and she warmed it, and visitors came into, that's the customer in the UK, visitors came into her house and the whole place was smelling like proper homemade Nigerian soup. And I got, we know you don't cook like this, so please, who cooked for you? She's like, "Oh, I got it from Nigeria." Like, "Yeah, who brought it for you?" Like, "No, I'm serious, I ordered it from Nigeria. Not family, I ordered it." And so they ate the food and then, very nice. Then the other friends ordered for the soup from this woman in Nigeria, this caterer in Nigeria. I always tell that caterer in Nigeria that, you probably tell you what I told her. So out of respect and stuff, after this deal was done, she asked the woman, "Oh, what's your Instagram handle so that I can follow you back?" The woman apparently is an elderly person. I think she's in her 40s, and she said, "I'm not on Instagram." The caterer said, "But I only have an Instagram page, okay, a Facebook page, but majorly Instagram page. I'm not on Instagram. So how did you find?" He said, "I just googled Eforiro, and your Instagram post came up on Google search." Why? Because the woman had been using hashtag Eforiro on her post. So the caterer's page came up and the phone number was there. And Google aggregates all of this information from various places, from social media, from blogs, onto Google search. And so as a result, I just said to myself, if I was this caterer, I won't even play in Nigerian markets, I'm not going to stop my career. It's the UK market, because she has real life testimonials. So she could have asked the woman, "Oh, please do a short video of how, this process and send it to me so that I can put it up on my social media." And that way, I'm targeting the UK market. So that kind of ad, when I want to run it, I only target the UK, London, and put the price, and then put, my budget, and target them so they can order, delivery within 48 hours, or, that's my business. I'll be earning in pounds. Forget the naira, man. Forget it. So I'm being honest. That's my own business when I play. So you're able to target think of location. Now, what's the time frame for your ROI, for your return on investment? So yes, I'm about to do this huge social media online campaign, for my travel business. But what's my ROI? What's the time frame? Do I intend to get quick? Am I trying to get my money back sharp? Or am I thinking end game? The people who always think of the end and the people who first accumulate. So they accumulate followers, they accumulate audience, because they know that this audience, their quality. You did not find me, try to by calling. Their quality audience. They didn't even know me. So they accumulate quality people. So they are not just selling to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. They're not pushing sales, so they're providing value first because they know that all your money enter my pocket last. So they are accumulating audiences. So I was talking about motivational speakers and co. They first accumulate, they give you value, daily motivation. They are sweating every day as they are typing all those things, creating nice posts for you. People are just liking and commenting, like, oh, thank you, you made my day. You know that the person is going to have one 50,000 naira conference by the middle of the year that you pay for. So, what's your time frame for your ROI? Now, what's the purpose? Are you doing brand awareness? Are you doing product awareness? Or is it sales? You also have to write it down. Now, what's your goal? Are you trying to gain traffic to a certain post or a certain website or whatever? Or are you trying to reach as many people as you can? Or are you trying to retain that audience, that community? Are you trying to retain them? So, the steps: know your product, that's your competition analysis, know your customer, know your objectives or your USP, then set your objectives, build out the things. I'll take you one after the other. Know your product. So measure your social media presence compared to your competitors. Or better still, pick the people who are ruling in the industry and see what they are doing on a large scale and see how you can do that on a smaller scale. That's something you should be able to do. Where are your clients? Which social media sites do they use? They're trying to target 50-year-olds and 60-year-olds on Instagram. What are you doing there? You should be on Facebook. They're there. Oh, yeah, VCTV, mom. Yes, I'm sorry, that's my mother I'm making. My mother is in her 60s, but she's always on Facebook. Yeah, no, she's always on Facebook. Ah, did you see that person is somebody's dancing? Oh, that's her. Oh, her son is the one. Oh, God. And they're the ones that get all this information because they easily send those broadcasts. So that's your target audience. What did they pay? Sorry, I'm speaking about Yoruba. What did they pay? Drink, Roman, cure. That's your target audience. Women between the ages of 55 and 65, they are on Facebook. Focus there. And if you're trying to target the young and hip, you know that it's Instagram responsibility. So know your customers. So I've talked about this, the demographic information, their age, their gender, location, ethnicity, marital status, also very important. So if it's a male and is married, most of the time, who makes the decision is the wife. So if you are targeting something for guys, married men, sometimes the products, the kind of adverts you should not be targeted for them to see it. It should be for their wives to see it. Do you understand? So psychography, what are their hobbies, what are their values? What's your own unique selling proposition? What makes your business stand out from the crowd? It's different for every business. So figure out what it is for your own business. Now for your campaign objective, ensure that it is smart. It has to be specific. It has to be measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, I want to achieve this by this time. I want to have accumulated this number of followers or this number of audience, quality audience, by March next year in order to reach this objective. So that by this time, when I've accumulated them, and then when it's time for, I just recently saw that a friend of mine, primary school friend of mine, she just had a kid as well, and she's into this fitness thing. So she's ready to lose the baby fat. I think her child is now like 3 months. So she's ready to lose the baby fat. So she started to publicize, who wants to lose weight with me? I'm going to start losing weight in 16 days. And because she's a trainer, a fitness trainer, people have started signing up for her card. Okay, we'll lose this weight together. So there are many other people in her shoes who just have babies and stuff, who also want to lose weight with her. Now, the final thing is develop your plan and time for your content. So remember what I said about consistency. If you want to be consistent, you can set to 1 post or 3 posts in a week. So you sit down and plan ahead and schedule your posts. So a good tool that will help you schedule your posts. There's one for social media, there's one called Hootsuite, HOOTSUITE.com. Hootsuite there's also buffer.com, buffer.com. But even this individual, Facebook, you get to schedule your posts there on the Facebook platform. You can if you want to. So ensure that all these things are ready before you start at all. Because it's not nice to start and then stop because you didn't plan properly. And I think that's the end. So these are my details. Thank you so much.
So this evening, we need to tell ourselves in group that how can we manage it? Now, let's ask a question this evening. Is it possible to have the experience of 2011, 2012, 2013 in Trevor again?
Yes.
I'd like to ask that question again. Is it possible to have that experience again?
Yes.
Yes. Now we can work together. Because, you see, just like the first speaker said, sometimes because of what has happened, it has made some of us to begin to develop some limiting beliefs. And I was with Mark was with me in Tanzania early this year, and I was telling him that, see, whatever has happened overseas, whatever is happening in Nigeria, is actually launching us into another era of success in travel. So we are not afraid. Let's recognize a number of us who have been in this business, who have been holding on, did not chicken out. You know, it's not easy. When you face the storm, you are shaking, you feel like stepping out. I want to recognize everyone and appreciate us, you know, for standing strong, even when the storm blew. Mr. Wale, I'm salute you, sir.
I celebrate you, sir.
I give it to you, sir. My brother Jesse, take it. And to every one of us, please take it now. You know, in 2013, I like to tell stories because from stories you can draw lessons. I'm not going to be sharing with you things from book knowledge. I'll be giving you experiential knowledge. And then we can draw from it. And we can apply it in our business as we are moving to another realm, another era of our business in travel. In 2014, I had the privilege to train my team in Tanzania on the seasons of our business. I prepared their mind for when the business will drop and what they need to do. Because in this business, we have seasons. And we need to prepare ourselves ahead. When things are moving on, how do we manage it? When there's a drop in the business, how do we manage it? So that we can stay afloat of those challenges. And so when Tanzania began to have their own challenge, which was something around late last year, they said, you told us a year before. And that is why till today, Tanzania remains one of those countries that are still doing very well in the business, because we prepare their mind. So this evening I'll be sharing with us, how do we build our dream team? In 2012, I moved to Tanzania on a one-man mission to establish Trevo in that country. I didn't know anybody in that country. I had no family members, no friends. I just decided I was going to launch in that country. So I packed my bags, went to the embassy, got the visa, and I moved in. It was a journey of faith because I believed. And I knew one of the strategies is to get people that will believe along with me and duplicate my passion in them and set them on fire. And that was what we did. Because in this business, the secret is actually in duplication. You could do volume, buy products. But if you can duplicate yourself in others, I tell you, your business has an assured future. So how do we build our dream team? I'm not just talking about building a team, but building a dream team. According to John Maxwell, he says the size of your dream determines the kind of team you build, because a great dream with a bad team is nothing more but a nightmare. By the way, I am also a John C. Maxwell certified trainer, speaker, and coach. And I do that on purpose, and I'll tell you as time goes on in this presentation. You see, sometimes when you look at your back office, you could tell the kind of team you are building. Look at the shape of your organization. Some have what I call inverted triangle. The triangle is standing on its head. It comes like this. That kind of team may not be able to sustain your business. So I want to challenge you this evening. Go back to your back office. Look at the shape of your organization. You could predict 2018 what it's going to look like for you. So it's always very important that you do an audit of your organization from time to time. So we want to build a dream team, not just a team. The size of your dream will determine the kind of team that you build. Everybody cannot do your business. Everyone cannot run with you. So you must identify and develop strategies to get people who are going to form part of the dream team. It's a journey. What is your ultimate goal? Where do you want to go? One of the things I discovered when we started Trevo in Nigeria, and I said I'm going to be telling us some brutal truth tonight, is that many people just came in for the money. They say they are making money. So let me just join them and make money. Your goal for this business, as we move into a new era of our business, must go beyond just making money. We are in the business of transforming people's lives. So if you cannot adequately describe what your goal is in this business, I tell you, one little challenge you run out. Just one little thing you check out. When we came into Trevo, we didn't come in for the short haul, we are in for the long haul. As long as Trevo is existing, and we have seen, many of us I know that we had a kind of transformational experience when we first came into Trevo. That fire is what is sustaining us. If we did not have such an experience, we will not be here today. And so many that we used to be together before in this business have chickened out because they do not take the heat. So we must always lean and rely on that little light or fire, that spark, if it's still there, please blow it up now. Because we are entering into a new era of this business. I can assure you, sincerely. Not because we are introducing the 16-ounce bottle. No, not because of that. Because we have gotten to the worst and could experience in trouble. True or false? True. We have seen the worst. And naturally, a business like this, after getting to that edge, begin to move up again. But only those who see the light, who are visionaries, who are passionate about this business, will move into the second realm. We're actually going to the second realm of this business. Take it from me. Whatever we have experienced in the past 6 years is a learning experience. And you must be able to take some lessons out of these 6 years. What is it that we did not do well? It's high time we look back and tell ourselves the truth. Yes, we made money. We went crazy and then we abandoned some stuff. And that is what is getting back at us now. So how do we build correctly now? Because we are entering into another opportunity that this business could ever offer. I need to know that, see, if this is not an enduring business, with all the storm, all the shaking, Trevor would have packed up. Yes. But I can tell you, we still have people who buy Trevor in cartons. Yes. What are we talking about? So for those of us who are bold, brave, to stay behind, to hang on, I want to congratulate you. I really want to congratulate you. Because we have seen the worst that could be. We have seen the worst that could be. So 2013 2012 when I started journey to Tanzania, I faced a lot of challenges. I don't want to go there now. Those things built me. And before we eventually launched Trevo, I did something that has formed the basic foundation for me in this business, and that is building team intentionally. I am not in a hurry to just sign up anyone. I sign up people who believe in what I'm going to do. And they give me their time to pour myself into them. The ultimate goal for sign up in Trevo. What is your goal? If the goal is just to make money, please forget it. Your goal is to transform people's lives. That's the bottom line. So you must be able to craft it, define it, and tell yourself you are going for the long haul. It's a long journey. It's a marathon. It's not a short sprint. It's not at all. I was joking with Mark when I was in the US 2 months ago. I said, Mark, in 10 years' time. Now, I was just trying to paint a picture of what Trevo in Africa, Trevo in the world will look like in 10 years' time. You see, so I'm looking far into the future. Meaning, by the grace of God, God keeping our lives, we are still going to remain in that business in 10 years' time. But what and where would you be in the business in 10 years' time? Simple and straight. I know that many people have invited us, come and join this one. You know, Trevo is no longer moving. Come and do this one. This is what is spreading now. Maybe some of you are even doing one leg in, one leg out. 10 years' time, we will not see you on the map.
Yes, sir.
At all. For people like us, we have been beaten by the virus of Trevo. Wow. Because we see ahead of time. So you can't take it away from us. If the product is fantastic, the business plan is fantastic, it's just a matter of time when we do it well. It's a matter of time. So you must craft your goal very well. Then, coming with goal is strategy, and that is where a number of people miss it. It's one thing to have fantastic goals, but what are the strategies that you are developing, you are going to be implementing to ensure that the goals you have set for your business, become reality? In 2013, when I began to talk to people, because in Tanzania, now I need you to understand my challenge. Number one, they don't speak English. People speak Swahili. Is that also? Yeah. We speak Swahili. And I don't speak Swahili. It doesn't even sound like French. You know what I'm talking about. And I needed to bring that. But God helped me. So I was able to get one or two people enrolled. And I knew that the shortest and the fastest way to do this business in that country is to begin to build them. And so I will rent an hotel room, and I will call them like Jesus Christ and the disciples. I will buy them lunch, ask them to sing, and I will train from morning till evening.
Wow.
I say, bring your friends. It was intentional. Bring your friends. Those months, I was living on only one food. I was living on
garlic.
not even garlic. I'm not going to talk garlic. It's potato and chips and chicken. You know the way they process it. One food, chips and chicken. Because I was so wanted to get. We are building this strategy. So I'll call them, we'll train and train. They will ask me all manner of questions. What really so works is that sometimes when I'm training, people speak Swahili. One will come and say, they are talking about me. This Nigeria, you can see he has so far. Are you sure it's not going to deceive us? But of course, I will not give up because I was striving at something. To cut a long story short, my strategy was just on building a strong team that will continue to defeat. And we take time to profile everyone that joins the business. It's not for everybody. I have to say that again. You are not supposed to bring everybody into your team. Profile them. Look for people that believe in what you are doing. That shares your passion. And help them to get results. Once they get a little result like this, that will grow it. And it's just blow the jinx. When they started making $60 in those days, man, that thing is magical. Once they make $60, that Nigerian, that the mouth is sweet and they don't believe, now became celebrated. They're not bringing their friends. That thing is true. You earn $60. But the focus was on team building, which I'm sure. So there must be a strategy. Whatever your goal is, without a strategy to back it up, it will just remain goals, ordinary writings on paper. I'd like to let you know that the journey to success is not an easy one. We all know that. And so, in travel, you must be a strong believer. Your belief must go beyond every doubt. It must go beyond every doubt. People spoke a lot of things about me. People tried to discourage me. People felt I was crazy. They thought, oh, I was mad. To make it even worse, even my wife thought I was mad. It got to that point. But today she has seen the light. There was one evening when we were in the bedroom and we were all fast asleep. And I guess she was hearing some sound at the back of the window. And she tapped me to let me know that something was moving at the back of the window. And I was telling her, half asleep and half awake, where is Trevor? And she looked at me and said, Trevor's a bushman. It must go beyond what. See, people will talk. If they have never talked at you, or talked to you, or talked against you, you have not started.
Exactly.
You haven't started because you have a goal in sight. So you must have your strategy. You must have strategy to back it up. Strategy is the name of the game. It's not just how we go. Yeah, my goal is I want to sign up to a number of people. I want to be able to reach this ranking level. Well, how do you get there? It's not even wishes. That's where most people fail. What are the strategies? And I need to announce to you people, One of the things that you need to understand now is that the strategy we used these past 5 years is fading away. Take it from me. We must begin to re-strategize that because the times have changed. Now we have so many other products in this country that are trying to look like Trevor, that are cheaper than Trevor. People are peddling them. How do we still get people to come and enjoy our Trevor? How do we need to get people to sign up quality people? So we must change our strategies. We must change our strategies. I told us earlier that the ultimate goal of team building is massive duplication. That's the secret. You can imagine if you have rank 10 Emerald Director. If you have like 10 of them in your first generation. Did you say wow?
Yes.
How much is that? You know it's not as easy as that. We're just saying that it is duplication. It's duplication. Some like to build volume by buying, massive auto ship and what have you, bulk orders. Yeah, it's good. But we're not able to sustain it for long. Like having people, who are already like you, even if it's on their auto ship alone per month, and the entire team just duplicate, then we'll have a good Christmas. Is duplication. That is the ultimate goal. How can I have my time? Imagine my time in my first generation in Nigeria, in Kenya, in Uganda, in Tanzania. Oh Lord, help us. If I have my time, and that's what I pray for, have my time, in my first, I already have some of them who are crazy. Can't touch them. And they produce. These guys go far and wide, even where I have not even been. They've been to Seychelles, they've been to Mauritius. It's duplication. Enduring and last growth depends on duplication, which also depends on retention. How do we retain good people in our team? How do we retain quality people in our team? Of course, you can't stop people from leaving Trevor. Yeah. Some will join you and something happens, say, oh, I'm no longer doing Trevor. Of course, you can't hold them down. But if you have people who have believed like you have believed, they have been infected with the same virus of Trevor, then they will not leave. We have people who are not even making money yet, but they too believe in this thing, and they are just there. Like you. Madam, you are going to make money. Take it from me. You are going to make money. So the growth depends on duplication, which also depends on retention. And I like to say this again. From time to time, audit your team. Audit your team. I do it from time to time. I go through who and who is producing what. How can I help this person produce more? Because that is where my strength lies. That is where my money is coming from. It's not my auto ship. It's not my bulk orders. It's from these guys. So please, from time to time, make sure you audit your team. To build a dream team, you must first build yourself up as a builder and level 5 leader. I attended a meeting in Orlando. It's called, what's the name of this meeting? Mastermind event. Some of you in network marketing, we all know it. At Donald and the rest of them. You'll be surprised, I was the only African there. It's expensive to attend that meeting, and I went on purpose. Because my vision is to build a dream team, and I know these guys are doing well in network marketing, and I told myself, What they know, I want to know it. What they have, I want to have it. So intentionally, I went there so that I could be a level 5 leader with huge capacity to build a dream team. One of the things that has helped me, and I think has helped many of us, and I want to recommend to those of us who are not yet doing that, for every money you make in travel, set aside a percentage into yourself to build your team, to build your business. It's not for you to buy shoes, for you to buy new shirts, or buy a new car. Always invest back into the business. Always invest back. The reason why I go for all this training is because I know 2018 will be brutal. It's going to be brutal in this business. And so we need to begin to prepare ourselves. So you must build capacity. The size of the tank and quality of content matters. Because your team is essentially a reflection of your leadership style. Many people have lost good people in their team because they don't possess good leadership style. They don't know how to build quality team that can duplicate. So the size and the quality of content matters a lot. Talking about leadership. It was in that meeting I got to understand that even in MLM, we have 5 leadership levels. I happened to sit under Randy Gage, and the guy finished work on 5 levels of leadership in the network market. There's level 1, there's level 2, there's level 3, there's level 4, there's level 5. And each of them have their characteristics and features. And the challenge is to end up as a level 5 leader in network marketing, because essentially that is what will sustain your team. There are things you do as a level 5 leader that even those whose legs are still shaking in your team, they want to remain because of you, not because of travel. Did you hear that? Not because of the product.
Yeah.
It's because of you. Because of who you are. Because of how you are helping them to grow. They may not make any money, but they believe in you. They look up to you all the time. If you, I don't know how many of us know this book by Jim Collins, Good to Great. I'd like us to read that book. It's a very good book on the 5 different levels of leadership. Thank you. Please hold on. So, I challenge us to read those books. 5 different levels of leadership in this business. And aspire to be a level 5 leader. I'm trying to skip some things because of time. And I want to serve food, but I'm not asking them to wait. So I'm trying to just remove some information. So I will challenge us to go and know what are those different 5 levels, what are their characteristics, what are their futures, and then aspire to be, a level 5 leader. That was me and Randy Gage. That was in Orlando, the mastermind event. That is how I know those who are serious about the business and those who will not be serious. We sit down and have a meeting and tell them, do you think you can achieve this? They tell me what you can achieve, and we can work together. The end result is for that person to at least have one little result. Once he has one little result, I tell you, the person will pursue you. So you must have a growth system that is for your team. It's not generic. It's not what you find on the website. There is a growth system when you are in my team for 3 months, when you clock 6 months, when you become 1 year. It's in my category by category. There are things I discuss with those who have been with me for the past 5 years that I cannot discuss someone who's just joining in 1 month. The person will run away.
Yes.
So each of us must develop a team growth system. It's very important. That is why in this industry, you are transformed if you do it well. You cannot be the same person when you join Trevo now. It's not possible. If you have done it thoroughly well. You have had reasons for people to slap you. Yeah. Even for your family members to disown you to that point. You have learned how to approach people respectfully. You have learned how to handle rejection. Because you have spoken to so many and they have given you 9-inch nails, each of them. So it will teach you a whole lot. And it will help you to develop some skills on human relationship. It's very important. So you must be able to have a system that is peculiar to your team. In Tanzania, our system is so superb. When I'm there, I feel at home. I tell you. And the point they said they will give me a second wife. I say, no, I don't want. Because we have developed together. We developed together a whole lot of strategy that bond all of us together. That if somebody even is getting married, it's like the old Trevo is getting married. I don't know if you get the point. So you must develop a team group system. Don't be after how many people are in my team. If it is 1, if it is 2, concentrate on them. Concentrate on them. I have one of my very key team members, Barrister Sonny from Port Harcourt. Please, show your hand. You must commit yourself in these people. That is a powerful obligation. They must carry the passion that you have. They must be a reflection of who you are. That is why I like to tell my team stories. When we're having team meeting, I share my struggle with them and I tell them how to overcome. So that when they are faced with the same challenges, they say, oh, it happened to this guy before, so it's no longer strange. I tell them how I manage a whole lot of challenges. When I get to the airport, I'm traveling in foreign countries, I tell them how I market my travel. And they all laugh. When I'm traveling out, I have a special jacket I wear. That jacket is superb. I will have 2 bottles of travel. Two small bottles will be here, then up here is a romance form. And then my phone, I have a lot of presentations there. So there is no way, even at the airport, immigration, you talk too much, I will roll you. That's the truth. And it has happened several times. So when I share the stories with my team, it encourages them to do the same. I was flying from Abuja to Tanzania that should be about a year or so ago. And I have to fly through Ethiopia. And there was this Nigerian woman who was sitting right beside me. And she would not talk. She would not talk to me. She was just a snob. And me, what I do is to look for opportunity to just talk. She had a baby girl. And I was looking for a way to connect with this woman. And I remember that children don't have no problem. So when she was carrying the baby, I was twitching my face to the baby. Baby, play with me. If you want, will not. And before you knew it, baby was trying to come to me. So the woman was forced to release the girl to me. That was how I struck that conversation. To cut a long story short, you see, the single biggest problem anyone can make is to ask you why, what, where, who, whatever. She has said, where are you going? That was a big and I told her, and I said, Madam, where are you going to? She told me. Now, why did I ask her? I was trying to profile her. Simple. She then asked me, What are you going to do there? That was how presentation started, though. In the air. To cut a long story short, before we disembarked at Addis Ababa, because she was actually going to